Hello guys, it's Craig from fixitfallows, and today it's just a quickie back with the Fiat 500, and today is dealing with high level brake light. Let me show you one of the bulbs is out. In order to get to the high level rear brake light, we need to remove this bit of trim here. So having removed the little caps from here and here, they just prise out, but be aware these are really brittle and the little tabs do break off, like mine have broken off, so they don't actually clip back in and hold. So you either need to buy new ones of these covers or just leave them out. It's entirely up to you. And then inside there are two screws. They're Phillips headed, so just take those out. Right, now this unit is held on by a clip this end, and they just pull off, and again they're liable to break, but ultimately the whole unit is held in by these two screws. So we pull that one off, and having pulled this end off, I'm going to slide it this way, less likely to break it then. There you go. So you see on this end the clip has stayed in, but on that end the clip is a little bit broken. But anyway, it reveals the brake light unit, and all we need to do is remove this plug. So we're just pushing that tab there, and then the whole unit can come away, and we can deal with replacing a bulb in there now. Right, so here we are with the light unit. These are actually T10 bulbs behind here. You can buy a replacement unit that's LED. You can buy them on eBay and AliExpress and places like that. They're not terribly expensive. I think about 22 to 23 pounds, and you can replace this with an LED version. However, if you're keeping your existing unit, if you find that one of your bulbs has gone, T10 5 watts. Now these are quite finicky bulbs, okay? They have tiny little legs that come out the bottom that bend over and around the glass there, and often you'll find that the bulbs aren't actually blown, and it might be a case that you just need to reposition the legs, and maybe the contacts in there aren't quite clean, and you'll find that when you jiggle them around they actually work. So to open this up, it's this grey bar here. This holds the actual bulbs. This end just hooks underneath something. This end has got a tab on it, so we just press the tab in, and as you can see, out comes the light bar. Right, checking back on the video, it was a case of this bulb was not illuminating, and I'm having a quick look. I can't really tell visually looking at it, but I'm actually going to test this bulb and test all of them to see whether they're working. So this bar is made up of two metal contacts, and where the bulbs go in, there's just a little sort of almost sprung loaded bit for the bulb to go into, like that. And all we need to do is apply voltage to each respective bar, and we can see which bulbs will light up. I'm just going to use a power pack from a power tool. Just put a couple of wires in there like that, and you've got your positive and negative. So here you can see if I put one wire on one bar and another wire on the other, there we go, all the bulbs are actually lighting up. So I did have a dodgy contact on that bulb. So it might be a case you want to take all the bulbs out, put a little bit of emery paper down into the contacts, clean them up. But yeah, let's just try that again, make sure that I'm not... Yeah, all the bulbs are working. So that just goes to show that you can take the bulbs out, have a little bit of manipulation, and the chances are they'll all work again. But failing that, you can pick up yourself a pack of T10 5 watt bulbs for very little money on places like eBay and AliExpress, or from a Halfords if you want to pay a little bit more, and just replace them as necessary. So anyway, let's put this back in. You can see this end has got some hooks. They hook underneath there. Push the bar down and push in the tab at the end, and that's back together. And likewise, you can even test it in this position, because you can see the two metal strips through this little hole here. So I can push one wire in and then the other, and you can see all the bulbs come on again. So it's really super simple. It's just a case of now putting that back in the car the reverse way of you took it out, and it'll all be good. So just to show you can actually do it at the car, you can have this dangling down whilst you get in there and press the brake light, and you can observe the lights from sat in the car. I only took it to the garage for filming purposes and using the battery in the garage, but you can do it all actually at the car if you want to. So here we are, let's reattach our plug. For me, I've still got the red clip in at this end, so I'm just going to slide the moulding over the red clip sideways. That one's in, push in the other end. To be fair, my clip's a bit damaged that end, that's not doing a great deal, but it doesn't really matter. Take your Phillips headed screwdriver and then put your clips back in, assuming they're not broken. Alternatively, put new clips in or just leave them out. But you will notice that these have an asymmetric moulding to them to follow the contour of this section here, so you just have to put them in the right way round to make sure that they sit flush with this moulded surface. Right, and now just to prove that it's all working back in situ, there you go, all good. Okay, one thing you can try with these little caps or covers if you don't want to buy new ones is just wrap some PTFE tape or other sort of similar tape around, and then you can just offer it up into the hole and push it in like so. There you go, all sorted.